Hi guys! So I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be a little different. As you know, well, you may not know, I finished my A-levels in like May for this year, and I've only just like received all of my art and photography work from A-level literally like 2 days ago. So I thought I might do a little showcase of what I did for my A-level. I've literally got everything. I have my final pieces, I have my coursework, I have just crap that I made and it just went into my A-level. I did art and photography, but today this is just going to be a art video. So if you did want to see photography, then let me know and then I will do that, even though there's not like much. There's not that much photography. Anyway, let's just get into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna go through my book first. Bear in mind this is just year 13. I'm not gonna do the year 12 stuff because it didn't really count to A-level at all. So anyway, this was my art book. It's just this square, ow, I just hit myself in the face with it. I wanted to get an A4 size book because I like working portrait and like on a smaller scale, but my teacher for some reason didn't let me do that. So I just went with the square like everyone else. For the actual A-level there was only a certain amount of like topics that you could pick from. So it was random ones. It was like I can't even remember, to be honest. Anyway, one of them was trees. I like to draw people. I like to draw portraits of like faces, like bodies. That's what I like to do. So I don't really know why I picked trees, but for some reason I picked trees because I thought I was just an idiot. I was stepping out of my comfort zone, far out of my comfort zone, and this is for my actual A-level. I don't know why I did that. I ended up doing a portrait for my final piece, so it all turned out good. Also, this book is really, in my opinion, really rubbish. I didn't put as much effort into it as I should have done, or as I could have done, because I just wanted to get homework done as quickly as I could. So it's proper bad, okay? But the pieces outside of the book, they were right. So the video's gonna get better, I swear. So this is the ow. So this is the front page. It's rubbish. It's actually rubbish. This page makes me just want to throw this book into a fire. So this is the front page. It's literally just a tree. I wanted to, well, we had to do like a mind map of like our initial ideas, just thoughts, and just put them down on here, branch it off each other. And for the mind map, I thought it would be a good idea to do a tree and like do the branches like, and like put things where. Okay, I'm really bad at explaining, but I think you know what I mean. If you turn over to the next page, this is all research and Pinterest and articles and rubbish that I hated doing. I hated homework like this. This is just a mood board of ideas that I found on Pinterest or that I found on Google. These are just like some inspiration pictures here. These are some articles relating to my theme. So I've got one there, got one there, one there. All highlighted and annotated because I'm such a good gal. And if you turn over the next page. Right, this is actually so rubbish. On this page we had to do like a drawing, just like a, it was, I don't know, like a whole lesson of just drawing something related to our theme, and I did like a forest of trees. This was before I watched Bob Ross, by the way, so I didn't know how to draw these type of trees, so it looked kind of funky.
Just to clarify, I said the word funky.
So anyway, that's my drawing, my pencil drawing there, and then she made me do this weird thing. I took a picture of trees here, so this is my image, and she made me print it out in black and white on acetate and then like stick it over the top of this, and then she made me like cut out the top with a knife to make it look like branches. it just looks really rubbish. I think it would have looked better if the piece of acetate was actually this size, because it was only A4. So it cut out this bit. And these are workshops that we did in lesson. This is my workshop. You literally do like a rubbing, it's like a rubbing technique. Is it frottage? That could be completely wrong. I think it's frottage. Anyway, it's where like you get a leaf or something and you colour over the top of it, like over with paper, and then it prints. Anyway, this is just like an instruction bit of how to do it. And these are other workshops that I did that other people did. So this was lino printing, and I just cut out the shape of a leaf, printed it, done. This is just watercolour painting of bark. This is just some rubbings here of concrete and rubbish. Turn over to the next page. So this is some gallery stuff. So I went to a little corner gallery and I took some photos of art that related to my theme. So this is all like trees and rubbish here, so yeah. And then these were quick sketches. Well, that was a quick sketch. This was a quick sketch of like a forest of trees with a fine liner, and then later on that day I went over it with water and made it smudge and make it like that. So we had to create these in the gallery while observing the stuff, and then annotate it and all that jazz. These are some poems relating to trees, and I had to highlight and annotate. And this is a acrylic painting. It's really bad. The blending here is terrible, just ignore that. This is an acrylic painting of like what they were saying in the poems. This is just what I made up. Some trees down here, like a sunset and some clouds. 35 image contact sheet. We had to go and take some photos of stuff relating to our theme. These are my best images printed out here. I'll let you in a little secret. I took these pictures before the homework was set. So I actually didn't do the homework, I just used pictures that I have taken before in the past.
What a savage.
But they relate to my theme, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, next page. We did some life drawing. It was a traumatic experience for me. I'm never going to forget this. So some guy came in and he just like whipped his knob out and everyone was like, oh my god. Anyway, so we had to draw him. So I have some images here. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to show. Oh, who cares? It's only a willy. These are my life drawings. Some of them are just line drawings. Some of them are drawn with white pencils. Some of them are charcoal. That's just them there. And this, I don't really know what it is. My picture, my own image of just bark. And then I had to Photoshop the, I don't know if you can see the outline of the man that I drew and like put it on top, because his body was twisted and it kind of looked like the trunk of a tree, and you just have to bullshit your whole way through art. And same with this one, and then annotate it. And then here are some more life drawings. And I did some mono printing here of leaves, and I just stuck that randomly on a page there. And this is just a quick sketch using fine liner of leaves. Here's another quick sketch of some leaves from my own photograph, and I just used pencil for that. This next page is just really rubbish. They told me to research something called the Green Man, which is like some symbol thingy. Like if you look it up then you'd know it, but I didn't know what to do for it, so I've made like a 3D thing in my book of it, and it just looks a bit funky. It looks very GCSE. Anyway, so that's that. It's so bad, I don't even care. So I did that. There's some annotations there, and then how it was done on that page. These are observational drawings using biro. I just got a plank of wood and a pine cone and then drew it. I don't know what, yeah, okay, moving on. I did some artist research here and my own response on this page. Not really much to say about that. And here, oh, I really hate this page. I did some printing experiments here. Not mono printing, it's screen printing. We did screen printing and I hate screen printing, can't stand it. I did some more research here. Did some more mono printing here, which I don't even want to show that, it's so rubbish. I did a colour pencil drawing here, and I did some lino prints here. Wait, are these lino prints or mono prints? I don't really know what the difference is, to be honest. Anyway, I think this is lino. This is lino printing. So what I said before, oh, I said screen printing before. There's so many printing techniques I don't even know. So this is my lino here, it's the Tree of Life. This took me ages to carve out, by the way, so don't want to bring back them bad memories. And these were the outcomes of the lino print. I did like an ombre effect here, and I used the 3 earth element colours like water, fire and earth. Okay, so the next page I just did some more experiments using the same lino print, what is that? Here I did some macro study photographs, which is where I used a macro lens and I just zoomed right into bark and leaves, and I got some interesting images. So that was a micro picture of bark, and then I just did some quick copy of it underneath it using acrylic paint. I did another photo shoot here, just of trees, of bark, of grass, just anything like that. I did some more artist research. I did something called a bounce piece. I don't know if it's just my school that made it up, but I don't really know what it is. It's just a piece you create. So I took this photograph in response to this artist. Looks like that, and then I printed it off. Oh, okay, the thing just came off. And then I printed it off small, and I used paint to paint over the top, like that. And then you just annotate and blah blah blah. So here we did a mind map of some ideas, some sub-theme ideas. Here I did some trace and paper negatives. Did some test strips down here, stuck that in. Okay, so here I wanted to relate like trees to people, and like trees symbolize wisdom, and I want to relate that to older people because like they're wiser, and like the bark can look like old skin. You just think outside the box. So I wanted to do something like that because I did want to do a portrait for my final, so I needed to relate it to people somehow, so that's just what I thought of. So I did some macro studies of older skin and like wrinkled skin here, and then I got my best images printed big here. It's really gross, by the way. Are you ready to see this? Ugh. No, that's gross. I'm sorry, that is disgusting. So here are some experiments that I did as well. This is supposed to be a colour chart thing, and I only did this because I couldn't think of anything else, so I just took up all this space. This actually saw on Pinterest, so I just took that idea and copied it, but it's not what I wanted to do, and I just wanted to fill up the corner space. I wanted to do something along the lines of this. I'm not sure if you can see, but I did a tree here using acrylic, and then I did a portrait of an older man behind, but kind of merging into it. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, I knew I wanted to do a face. And then this, I was thinking more of like Banksy art, and it's just tree stumps here surrounding these workers cutting down the last tree. The tree is the only thing that's in colour, so it emphasises something, I don't know. I did some more artist research, and I did a mind map. I wanted to do painting, and I wanted to paint on bark. So like get just like a chunk of bark and just paint on the inside of that. So it's like if I painted a portrait on the bark, it is kind of one. So it's like the human and the tree are merged. They are one. I added some more stuff here where I was just thinking of how to present what I wanted to do. I was thinking to get a tree like ring and then paint on the ring, as opposed to just getting a lump of bark and painting on the inside of that. So here are some like tiny experiments. So that's like a portrait, that's just a tree. I ended up not going with that idea because I couldn't get a tree ring. So here is painting with different materials. I painted a tree here using twigs, and then here I painted a portrait of a man using my finger. So I was just, yeah. Okay, so here I did some portrait drawings. Here is a pencil drawing, and this was the original photograph. A biro portrait here, and this was just a quick, well, I mean, it wasn't a quick sketch, but it was initially a quick sketch due to all the squiggly lines in the face. Quick portraits of just older people, so that's a quick pencil portrait, and here is just a very, very quick sketch using charcoal. So on this page I did another photo shoot of just trees of bark, and here are my two best images from that photo shoot, and I explained how it related to my theme and how it related to people, and yeah. So this is the transition piece. This is like the mini masterpiece, and it's basically my final piece idea but on a smaller scale. So it's just like the tester. So I got a chunk of bark here and I painted on it using acrylic. I have the original piece over there, actually, I'll get that out. This is the piece that I created. It's an actual piece of bark. When I was painting this, a wood lice crawled out of it and I was traumatised. Give you a close-up there. It's just using acrylic. So the next page is a photo shoot of just older people, and the next page is just further developments and experiments just before the final piece. So this is materials, this is paint testers. Literally all of this is just to fill up the page, especially the paint at the bottom. And these are just some testers of the acrylic, facial features, blah 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 blah. I think that's it in this book, yeah. I'll show you my final piece. This is my final piece. This is just acrylic on bark, on wood. This wood I got when it was raining, so it was so hard to paint on. Had to stand with a hairdryer on it for about an hour before I could even do anything to it, which was a rubbish idea. I should have got the wood when it wasn't raining, but anyway, this is how it came out. And this was, I think it was 5 hours doing this. Ta-da! So that was my actual A-level stuff. Now I have some things on the side that some of it was for my actual A-level, some of it was just coursework. But I'm going to show you anyway because some of these things I'm really proud of. So another piece that I created was a sculpture from clay. And this is just sort of like an old man's head. And it cracked and I have parts of it, but oh well. I did do the neck and like the shoulders, but it all fell apart. And I did the other ear, but that came apart too. So this is just the head. This is the first time I have ever played around with clay. I had never used clay except for like one time in year 7 before in my life. So this is what I created. His name is Greg. The cracks in his face are intentional, but the cracks here are not intentional. So these, sorry, I have to like, hello! These drawings here are like huge. Well, they're not huge, but they're quite large. So I have to like stand here and like show them here. This is not PG, this is 15+ content. I did some pencil drawings of naked women. Women? So I did some hyperrealism pieces, and my theme was human anatomy, so that's why I did these. I wish I had that belly. So this is the first piece that I did. I created. I used a dark pencil and I used a cotton pad to blend the pencil together so it looks airbrushed. Instead of using your finger, it smudges it evenly. Top tip there. So yeah, this is that one. So this is the other one. There's a picture of this on my Instagram, link in description. I prefer this one to the other one just because I think it looks more realistic. But yeah, so that's that one. My arm is hurting. So this is a canvas, a very huge canvas. We had to find a very old painting. We had to modernise it somehow. So I found a painting similar to this of a woman. She was backless. I think she was like doing her hair or like doing something in the mirror. So I modernised it by giving her tattoos, earrings. She's doing her makeup and contour in the mirror. She's wearing a Calvin Klein. She's wearing Calvin Klein underwear. She's wearing a watch. So she's using a beauty blender, for God's sake. It's pretty modernised. I'm not sure how many hours, but there were a lot of lessons dedicated to just creating this piece. I give up on trying to explain stuff now. I think this is like the last piece. I want to know who does YouTube who actually like wears an outfit at the bottom, because can't relate. This is a life-size painting of a male. He has a booty. How am I gonna do this? It just keeps rolling up at the bottom. I can't even see what I'm showing. Look at that booty! Yeah, I think that's everything from A-level. So I hope art students doing A-level might get inspiration, or just to see what I did if you were curious. But don't copy me though. If you do credit me, I'm warning you. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and other stuff that I can't remember. I'm too tired. Like, this is when you know that I'm tired. I start acting so weird. Okay, I need to go. Bye guys. See ya. Bye guys.